Hello, friends. Sometimes wild animals will come to people for help in the hope that it will be provided to them. This incredible story happened in America in the state of New Jersey. One day, a girl named Susan Dora noticed a deer near her house, and she was shocked to see that a huge arrow was sticking out from both sides of the animal's head. It was clear that the deer needed urgent medical care. Poachers often hunted in this area, shooting deer with crossbows. This is a powerful weapon that rarely misses its target, but our story today proves the exception. Susan Dora had been feeding the wild deer that come to her house for years. The girl sincerely loves these animals and tries to make their lives better. That day, from afar, she noticed the strange silhouette of a deer. Something was clearly wrong with his head. As the deer approached, the girl saw a huge arrow sticking out of his head. It was a real shock for her, and she decided to help the poor animal no matter what. Susan waited for the deer to come closer. As soon as it was within range, Susan shot the deer with a tranquilizer dart. While the deer slept, she carefully broke off one side of the arrow with wire cutters, then slowly pulled out the rest of the arrow. Surprisingly, as the arrow passed through the animal's head, no major blood vessels were damaged. After the arrow was removed, Susan carefully cleaned the wound with antiseptic solution to avoid infection and left the deer alone so that he could calmly recover from the operation. The deer soon woke up, but did not show much anxiety. He gladly ate all the treats that were left for him, and then he went towards the forest with a leisurely gait. Susan was so worried about him and the consequences of her interference. Even if the deer didn't seem to be in any distress, removing the arrow could have caused internal damage, and who knows how it would affect the deer's quality of life in the wild. For several days, Susan waited for her deer to come back, looking for a treat. And finally, after a while, the deer came. He looked very healthy, and nothing appeared to bother him. This made the girl so happy. After that, the deer returned several more times. There was clearly no infection, the deer was healthy, and the girl was so glad that she was able to help the wounded animal. So, thanks to the sensitivity and responsiveness of this girl, the life of the deer was saved because no one could say for sure what could have happened to a deer with a huge arrow sticking out of his head. Friends, if you see an animal in trouble, please do not pass by. If you are not able to help the poor thing on your own, then at least report it to the appropriate authorities. Perhaps it is your assistance that could save its life.